Hey guys, welcome back, or if you're new here, we're Janae and Jace, a young Aussie couple sailing the world. We bought our boat in Greece with zero sailing experience. And since then, we've sailed through 12 Mediterranean countries, rescued 2 sick kittens, and just recently crossed the Atlantic Ocean. Oh, it's happening. I actually can't believe it. What are we doing?
She's an absolute weapon.
What a whirlwind the past 3 years have been. The first few weeks after arriving in the Caribbean were busy, catching up with friends and exploring Barbados, St. Lucia, Martinique, Dominica, and Guadeloupe. But now, for the first time in a while, it's just us again, back to being a lone sailboat. After a pretty rough 14-day transatlantic crossing from Cape Verde, taking a little bit of a turn for the worse. What do you want me to do? We have a problem.
The Harbour, police.
It's been such a hard crossing. We've finally had a couple of weeks to unwind and recharge. Now we're feeling refreshed and ready to set sail for Antigua. But first, we need to reset the boat before our passage today. Let's just say this galley isn't super functional for the messy creative cook in me, but for now I'll keep dreaming of the day we'll be able to buy a catamaran. And yep, that is in fact a rope holding our tap from flooding the kitchen. We've been using salt water for quite some time now to wash the dishes, patiently waiting to arrive in St. Martin to be able to have some Amazon goodies sent duty free. We've been without a generator since the Canary Islands, going on 2 months now. Our solar and battery setup is having a tough time keeping up in the Caribbean, especially with the shorter days. As a result, we haven't had enough power to run the water maker. So today, we're heading to the dock to fill up the water tanks.
I have to say, it's been an amazing sail so far. We've done,
50 nautical miles total.
50 nautical miles total. We've got 14 to go, and it has been upwind, but it's just been really nice upwind. We got 20 knots of apparent, 18 and 20 of apparent, 15 through. Been very lucky, I think.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. I felt a little bit seasick earlier, but I've had something to eat that's definitely made me feel a little bit better. But yeah, this feels on a pretty nice angle. We're not really getting smashed or anything. Just the odd rogue wave that splashes up gives us a bit of ocean spray.
Bit of mist.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been a nice fast sail. We've gone like 7 to 8 knots like the entire way basically.
Yeah, it's been awesome, hey?
Yeah.
could touch the water from there.
I like my leg and my arm. What happens?
Oh, the rail's in the water. Nearly. Alright. Just hit 21 knots of apparent wind, which is probably definitely we should reef at that point.
What are you yelling for?
Because you probably can't hear me on the camera, so I thought I'd yell.
You're making it sound more hectic than it is.
Probably. No, we didn't ride. We're all good. Not make you nervous, Dan?
Not really.
Oh, we're coming in bloody hot, mate. 7.6 knots. I should be on the Sydney to Harbour. Steerer.
Steerer, hey?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, steerer. What else would you call it?
So peaceful now that we've come to the southern tip of the island. Like the swell's just gone and it's just beautiful, slow sailing, but like really nice. And there's kind of just this cloud over the whole sky, but it's like just so still and beautiful right now. I don't know what it is.
Probably because you've just had an amazing sleep this whole passage. This is beautiful here. This is what I was picturing the caravan to be like.
Yeah, we're definitely getting to like those kind of islands now, like further up I think.
Yeah.
They get a little bit more reefy with clear water and more sandy beaches and made it to paradise. So beautiful.
We've caught back up with James and Danielle
Woohoo! In Antigua, baby.
in Antigua, and they're taking us to their favourite spot. And my God, this beach looks unreal.
The sand is so white.
If you're having trouble figuring out who these random poms are, this is James and Danielle from SV Nehru. We met these two all the way back in Croatia and have followed a similar path ever since. And even if we're not together, we message almost every day to debrief about the good and bad parts of boat life. After a couple of days spent in Jolly Harbour, we decided to venture around the south end of Antigua. We weren't sure where we were going to end up yet, just letting the wind take us and seeing what the swell was like once we rounded the corner. Sailing upwind with only 3 metres beneath the keel and 25 knots of apparent wind was a little unnerving, I'm not gonna lie.
Wild what we're doing now. We are in between 2 reefs, and I don't think we've ever sailed this close to a reef before. So just behind here, maybe 50 metres, it's literally a reef that goes pretty much up to shore, and there's coral on the top layer. Poor Lulu's shitting herself. You okay, darling? We were sailing most of the way, and then it was just upwind, and we wanted to kind of get in here to be protected by the swell. So yeah, that's what we're doing. doing?
Monkey check. Maybe get in under your bum.
Oh, it's just really hard to do with no fins.
Is that a chili rim?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Cheers. How good, eh?
It was time to stretch our legs and check out what Old English Harbour had to offer. So far, it seems to be a notable spot for super yachts.
What do you think of this town, darling?
Not much here. I don't know.
Yeah,
Random.
in my head I thought it'd be so different. Like heaps of little streets you could walk down and all the jazz, but yeah, there's not much here. There's a chandlery, place you can do your gas bottles. It's kind of made for yachties, but
There is a few restaurants, like it says there's a Thai and an Indian, which we haven't really seen anywhere else yet.
how's the setup? No doors, no worries.
Living in such a small space definitely has its pros and cons. Keeping the boat tidy can be a challenge. Just a few things out of place and it suddenly looks like a bomb's gone off. On the plus side, it forces us to keep our belongings to a minimum. With 2 fluffy stowaways on board, I've had to vacuum pretty much every day. We've actually gone through 3 vacuums since moving aboard Escapade. Eventually, we caved and got an industrial wet and dry vacuum. It takes up a bit of space in the storage cabin, but it's been worth it. Besides keeping up with the fur, it's great for cleaning spills and even the bilge when needed. So, I'm making a sourdough loaf today and I just wanted to show you how hard it is to weigh things on a boat. Obviously you can see we're barely moving at the moment, but this is still how much the water is moving. And then just watch the scales. Sometimes it changes by like 30 grams, which is going to make a big difference to a sourdough loaf. Drives me insane. Does everyone think if I get non-digital scales and go with like those old school scales with a dial, that maybe it'll correct itself properly? I feel like they may be less sensitive.
So this lady's coming around and delivering bakery goods.
Yeah, I saw her yesterday, but I was like, oh, I don't know. I just didn't say anything. I didn't yell out to her, but I could see that she was going around to people. Like, I'm pretty sure she said something about croissants or bread.
Yeah, she had croissants there, bread, quiche.
Yeah, I was going to ask how much, but I was like, oh, stuff it. We don't do anything like that very often. And like, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So we got 2 quiches. We've already made sourdough, so we've got sourdough for breakfast. But we've got 2 quiche. So we're going to have them later for lunch. They look delicious. But yes, not cheap. I think they're about $7.50 Australian per quiche. We have been sitting in Falmouth Harbour for about 3 days now. And we've literally not done anything. Hey, we got off the boat to change our gas bottles and we've just been stuck on here working for 3 days.
Yeah, it's getting to us a little bit, so
We need to get off the boat.
we're going a bit stir crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going with our friends Danielle and James on Neighbouroo, who are a couple of boats away from us, that we have buddy boated on and off with since Croatia, like a year and a half ago or something.
Croatia, Greece, Tunisia.
Yeah. So we're gonna go hike to a lookout called Fort George Monks Hill, I think it is. I think it's about 2.2 kilometers up and then obviously back down. And then there's a craft brewery at the bottom. So
I'm super pumped for that.
yeah, I don't drink beer, unfortunately, but I think they've got a few hard seltzers, which I also don't drink, but I guess I'll deal with that.
They've also got a food truck van there, and it's got amazing reviews. So.
Yeah, and also bands sometimes as well. Anyway, yeah, it's going to be really nice to get off the boat. We've waited till this afternoon, so we'll be going at like 4 o'clock because it is just so still and hot here. You can't do any walking or hiking in the day. It has to be like morning or afternoon. So
unless there's a bit of cloud cover, and then it's okay-ish.
yeah, for sure. Made it! Aw, look at the sunset.
We made it.
Yeah, this is such an Aussie thing now. Breweries are literally everywhere. How's your beer? What did you get?
Yeah, it's really good. Pale ale.
Does everyone like it? Yeah. Everyone got the same?
It's really good. It's worth the walk just for...
Oh yeah. How good.
Good way to cool off after a hike.
Oh. Yeah.
While we're on the subject of drinks, we checked out this cool Mexican restaurant and couldn't go past their happy hour jugs of margarita. Then some subscribers who recognised us cheekily sent over whatever we were having to our table. Then the restaurant themselves were curious to ask why. Long story short, they ended up bringing several free tequila shots over and we all had a great chat, laugh and dance. Definitely not your average night out.
Y pa' dentro. Yeah, salud. After tequila, everything changed. We're good, of course. Welcome to the cabrones, my friends.
Thank you! James looks so fun.
I do like a nice beer ale.
No, you gotta dance.
You guys are up. Jazz floor. James.
That's it from us this week. We hope you enjoyed the episode. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free to do so. And if you really love us, there's loads of ways you can support our creations in the description. Cheers, guys.